Hey doctor, this is Roberto Monaco with the Chiropractic company, and in this video here we'll be talking about conversion. But before, let me read something to you. Roberto, I just wanted to thank you so much for helping me and our clinic. After the first 8 weeks of 2018, my doctor's report conversions are at 93% for the year. Did I say 93% after 8 weeks? Yes. I can't be more excited about how our clinic is exploding. Thanks so much, brother. February 23rd, 2018 at 9:09 a.m. I'm not gonna reveal the doctor's name to keep his privacy, right? Now, regardless if you're doing group doctor's reports, one-on-one reports, dinner with the doctor program, patient orientation class, lunch and learns, I'm gonna share with you a process. Did I say a process? A process for you to improve your conversion ratios right now. Now, before I share with you this process, I want you to think about your own Broadway show. Right? A Broadway show? Yes. I believe that as a chiropractor, you must have your own Broadway show. If you ever been to a Broadway show, you probably realize that you can go at 5 o'clock show, at 7 o'clock or 9 o'clock. The quality is always the same. You can go 1 year, go back next year, it's still the same. You can actually go to a different country, different location, and the show is still the same. How is that possible? Well, it is possible because everything they do has a purpose. And the majority of chiropractic talks out there, you see the doctor rambling and reading a script that someone else gave to him or her, and there's no purpose, there's no power. That's why they're not able to produce results like that. Now, I want to share with you that in speaking, unfortunately, there's a lot of work involved. I haven't realized a way for someone to become super effective without work. So if you're looking for a strategy to say, hey, I'm gonna do a little magic trick here, someone do the work for me and I don't have to show up, don't do anything, then that is not the video for you. Unfortunately, or fortunately, depends if you love speaking, I love speaking, then you gotta put some work on it. So let me share with you the 5 steps. Step number 1, okay? You gotta have a converting talk. And a converting talk, when I say converting, at least 80% or minimum or more. Roberto, I don't have one. Well, then find a coach to say, I need a converting talk 80% or more. Or if you're doing one-on-one doctor's report, should be at least 80% or more. You gotta make sure you have a converting talk to start, okay? If you don't have a coach, or if your coach not able to take your talks and break down your talks and take to a 80% or more, then email me at roberto@influenciology.com and you and I can talk. So we start with a high converting talk, at least 80%. Step number 2, you are going to upload to a service that I use. I call SpeechPad, P-A-D. I am not affiliated with them. And the cool thing is that they do transcription and they charge $1 a minute. So if you speak for 30 minutes, they're gonna charge you $30. If you speak for 60, they're gonna charge you $60. And then after 2-3 days, you're gonna receive your transcript. Now the cool thing is that for an hour, just for you to have an idea, for 1 hour transcript usually is around 20 to 25 page Word document, right? Super cool. So now we have all these pages, right? Your Word document transcript. Step number 3, you are going to fine tune your talk that converts already. When you say fine tune, you're gonna look for things like, do I have enough stories? Am I using a language that speaks the most common modalities? Visual language. Can you see? Picture this. Auditory language. Does it sound good to you? Can you hear me? Right? Kinesthetic language. Do you feel this? So basically you're fine-tuning the script. You can also see, maybe I'm asking the same question the same way. So I'm gonna ask the same question a different way. Or I'm gonna add maybe a couple power lines. Power lines are quotes, and research shows that, for example, rhymes are persuasive. So that's why in my talks I use a lot of power lines. One of them, which is like my trademark, don't speak to inform, speak to transform, right? So I use that on my talks because they're proven to be persuasive. So by the way, I have all this list of things that you can do once you have a high converting talk that are gonna help you increase the chances of, or the likelihood of converting even more. All right, that's step number 3. Then step number 4, what you're gonna do, now you have your script, you fine tune it, and then you're gonna read out loud. When I say you read out loud, you're really gonna lock yourself in a room in your office and you're gonna read the script out loud, projecting. And as you're going through your script, you're gonna be like, do I feel this? That's the question that I want you guys to ask yourself. Do I really feel this? When I'm rehearsing my talks, I'm like, if I don't feel the content, know what I do? I delete it, I don't talk about it. And that is, a lot of doctors are afraid because their coach say, hey, here's the script, I done it, and I close people, therefore if you do it, you're gonna do well too. That's bad logic, right? Because the coach has one set of beliefs and values, and you may have a different opinion. And what I see in chiropractic, unfortunately, I see a bunch of Milli Vanilli speakers. But what is Milli Vanilli? Remember the band Milli Vanilli? Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. Remember? What happens? They were singing someone else's song, then eventually they won a couple awards. They figure out that, hey man, that's not your song, and their awards got revoked. One guy killed himself. True story. Like, so look, we all admire original people who had brilliant ideas, changed the world, but when it comes to us, we don't have the courage to have your own voice. It's crazy. So I'm all about empowering you to have your own voice, okay? And communicate chiropractic in a way that you see chiropractic. And that's the beauty about it, with your stories, your beliefs, your views. So you're gonna do that. So when you're rehearsing out loud, you'll be like, am I feeling this? Is this my voice? And then when you say, Roberto, I already had an amazing script, I already transcribed it, I already cleaned it up, and now I'm reading out loud, everything feels like amazing, feels congruent. Step 5, you're gonna read in your phone and record it. You know, when in your phone has a little recording device, you're gonna read it and you're going to record on your phone. So now when you're walking, when you're working out, when you're driving, you can play back, and now the presentation is just going like going deep in your mind, in your soul. And then eventually, my friends, when you start speaking, every single word has power. Every single word has meaning. Every single story moves people. And so powerful. And now nobody resists anymore. You walk in a room, you speak not to inform, you speak to transform. That's the process. Let me recap for you. Okay? Number 1, you gotta start with a high converting presentation or talk. Number 2, you're going to upload to speechpad.com, PAD. Number 3, you're gonna receive the scripts, and then you're gonna clean up the script. You're gonna use influence loss, stories, questions, modalities, power lines. There's all kinds of strategies you can use. Step number 4, once your script is ready, you're gonna read out loud and ask yourself, am I feeling this? Is this congruent? Is this my voice? And then you say, Roberto, it is. Then the last step, you're gonna get your phone. There's a little recording app there. You're gonna read your script out loud, record it, and then now you're gonna listen to this over and over and over. All of a sudden, the message becomes you, and you become unstoppable. And that's the idea. Obviously, that's a process, takes a lot of time. I don't recommend this process for every single talk because it's way too much work. I don't do it, so I don't recommend to you. I do recommend for the few talks that you know you're gonna be doing. Right? For example, as a chiropractor, at least, just at least, you gotta have a good external talk and a good internal talk. So we start with the 2 Broadway shows. One, when you go to the community, if you're doing, like, for example, lunch and learn, a dinner with a doctor program, and one, if you're doing internally, if you're doing like a patient orientation class or doctor's reports. And then, my friend, you're gonna have so much joy speaking, because when you love speaking, speaking loves you back, and the results are gonna be phenomenal. Make sure you come to one of our classes. Influencing from the Front for Chiropractors is amazing. 30 hours of this type of information for you to help you grow, become a better communicator. Also, we have our Chiro Speaking Club, which I believe to be the #1 resource for chiropractors who speak right now. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our channel, like, share, so you don't miss our next video. Don't speak to inform, speak to transform. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.